Hello, hello, hello. What's going on? First one in, DJ Digby. Who's in the house? What's up? Followed by Bobby Stapleton. Bobby, what's going on, man? Just finished eating. Not good to keep trying to talk when you're trying to chew and finish swallowing. Congrats on your new 5. He has been avoiding you. Oh, I see what you did there. But I'm happy. Need him awakened. But I'm happy just to have him. I may get an awakening gem. If I get a science awakening gem, I'll use it on him. No problem. My generic? Don't know. Depends on whether I have an immediate need for him. With him, I'd be able to take different paths in war. Other than that, I'm probably not going to end up using him a lot. Alright, let's switch over to the live scene. Uh-oh. Still got the old stuff up. Let's reset that real quick. There we go. Void is still unduped. He can be good. On defense, absolutely. On offense, I have better options. It's not that I can't use him, but why would I? All right, so here we go. You can see where I left off, 14 million. Haven't really touched any of the other arenas. But my goal is to stay in this arena for a little bit. One more day, in fact. Should get me to about 30 million. And from that point, I'll just hit my I'll hit the other arenas and see what I can do. 2 more days until you're 5-star. Nice. I got a 6-star coming soon. 6-star opening will be coming soon. I don't know how soon, but I've got less than 1,000 shards. So if I were to dupe some more 5-stars, maybe that would do it. But it's gonna be a little bit. Maybe not too long. Oh man, for some reason I got a crick in my neck and I don't know why. I probably slept wrong. But sitting in this chair, as long as I sit properly, helps out. Hoping for Darkhawk. Now see, Darkhawk really needs to be awakened and high sig. Void, he really doesn't need a high sig, but he benefits from that high sig all the way up. All right, so I could do my 550s right now, but I'm not going to because I want to get my 5-stars on cooldown as quickly as possible. I could have started at noon, but I wasn't here getting some work done on the car. We actually did get the work completed. So now all we need to do is to take it back. We have to, drive it for a little bit, which we did. We have to just take it back to the emissions place. And if it passes, we're all set. Hit the DMV, get her done. But it's looking good. Check engine light is off, and it stayed off. I drove it for a little bit, took it back to him just so he could, test it out. We just drove to the bank because he preferred cash, and he was cutting us a little deal. So we drove to the bank, got the money out in cash rather than writing a check. And when we got back, he checked it again. We'd only driven it for like 3 miles. And he said, yep, it's looking good. A little more driving and you'll be fine. So any godly tech or dupe, Omega or Aegon. Oh, yeah. Oh, you can awaken him. Okay. Fair enough. See, I have this generic awakening gem, and if I were to use it on Void, it would be useful, but I would cry if I then got Omega Red or Namor. I would cry because I have a rank 3 to 4, 4 to 5 gem for mutant. So I would be real upset with myself because if I get Omega Red or Namor, I can awaken them and take them up to rank 5. And neither one of them would I want to really take up to rank 5 unawakened. Jacob Showers, what's up? Jacob's looking for an alliance, y'all. Anyone have a gold 3 AQ map 3 and 4 alliance? Hit him up. He's giving you his line ID and everything. What's up, Jacob? Ooh. Yeah, what in the world? What's up, Big Blue? Coming in with that huge roster. Hey, I closed the gap a little bit. Got me, you funny how it works, right? So I got King Groot, evened up my teams, and then got a new champ. Now I got uneven teams again. All right, Big Blue. So how about we swap? You give me Thing, and you can have my Omega. Oh no. Although Omega is awesome, I have way too much fun with Thing. I don't use him a whole lot, but I have a lot of fun with him. And I got plans for him when I do finally go back into 6.2.6. Upside Down Lee, what's up, man? I tried to contact you. I think you were asleep or whatever. I was watching some stuff with my sister a little early. A little late, rather. Oh, that's not the right one. Because our normal time was taken up with the call that we had. I think, and so she had me making up the time. Yeah, I sent you a message on Discord and was like, I'm available for a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I figured you were busy. May or may not be able to. I may have to run out of here, get the car back to the emissions place, and possibly the DMV before they close. Because that's where I was this morning. I was at the mechanic to put in a couple of sensors and flush the transmission, top off the steering fluid, and we got to get that emissions passed. This is our final week, as in we've only got a couple of days left. And our extension will be done. And we'll be, in trouble. Oh man. But Big Blue, well, I answered you on line. Big Blue sent me a video and asked me a question about Ghost fighting Thor Ragnarok. And I learned something in figuring out what happened that I didn't know. Thor Ragnarok, because you know I don't like Thor Ragnarok, but his shocks have a 15% ability accuracy reduction per stack. And so what happened is, he's happily phasing. He phased out the shock a couple of times, but after one special 3, he had like a couple of stacks and he went to phase and it didn't phase. And he was like, what's going on? That's why. He had, if I remember correctly, he had like a couple of stacks on him and just got bad RNG a couple of times in the fight, actually. Oh man. But what is up, everybody? How is everybody doing today? We got maintenance tonight. I guess they're gonna take it down. They always give me the same message, so I never know. But it doesn't matter to me, because if I haven't gotten my guys on cooldown by the time they take it down, it's a bad day for me. I'll tell you that. I should have my guys on cooldown a good hour before they take it down. So, never had to worry about that. Oh yeah, Affliction with that like spike. What's up, Affliction? How you doing, man? El Nino. Good afternoon. Let's see, who do we want? Yeah, we'll do that. How's it going? Hope everything going well. So far, my day has been going pretty well. Didn't really do much. I was worried about whether I'd even be able to stream because my computer started acting up. I was trying to watch videos, it was stuttering, and then it froze. I rebooted, and it came back. I launched the browser, and it froze again. I was like, oh boy, what's going on? And so, of course, when you restart, it likes to, the way I did it, it likes to remember your open application. So it kept launching the browser, but I managed to close it, but it still froze after that. Then I did a hard reset, turned the power off and everything. Tried to start it back up, and it was like, Windows did not load properly. Do you want to restart your machine or go to the advanced repair options? I was like, oh no. Because this happened once before, and I ended up having to nuke Windows and just restart everything. Reinstall everything. And so I just told it to restart, and it came back, so we're good for now. But that just makes it more of an imperative to get another solution so that I can still stream without relying on this dying machine here. It is definitely on its last legs. Now, it may just be the graphics. That's what I had to decide, whether I wanted to go ahead and try getting a new motherboard for cheap. You know, one similar to what I have in here. But a new motherboard would cost about as much as the other solution with the Raspberry Pi and setting up a new system here. So Mini-Me woke me, Mini-Me woke up randomly at 6 a.m. Ooh, and didn't fall asleep till 10. About to have to get her up since she isn't waking up herself. Yeah, I gotta get her on the schedule. Definitely. Do I need to dupe my thing? Well, that depends on what you're planning on doing with your thing. El Nino. I was so happy to dupe mine. Of course, he's got great prestige, but have you ever seen what folks can do with Thing? Brian Grant even thinks that it could be game breaking in 6.2.6. So he gets protection, right? Where he can take no damage or reduce damage. But when he has his signature ability active, he will trigger protection every time he takes them big hits. Without being awakened, he only does it once and it goes on a cooldown. But with the signature ability, he will get it every time he has a big hit, and the higher his sig, the more damage is reduced, and at max sig, he takes 0 damage. So if you go up against someone like, oh, I don't know, the champion, and you build up so that you have 20 rock stacks, you will take 0 damage. And it will keep doing that because he hits so hard. So he's hitting over the cap. And so basically, instead of, once you have the 20 rock stacks, instead of trying to parry him, just let your hands go free. Let him hit you. Protection activates. Boom, 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 boom. You dodge. Let him keep on doing it. Boom, boom, boom. Dodge. Makes it much easier. So for something like that, yes, you need him to be duped. Raven Knight, what's up, man? Hello. Tobias, oh yeah, thank you very much, man. That void was a surprise, let me tell you. All this time, finally I get void. But now, like I said in the video, it's like it's been so long. You know, I've got, you know, a much stronger roster. The time where I really wanted that void, where he could have been, you know, game changing for me, that's past. You know, I've got Ghost, I've got Corvus, I've got Thing, you know, I've got, you know, some strong folks. So, he's still going to be useful though. Captain America Infinity War does a lot of stuff that he can do, but there are still some situations where he cannot. One that I'm thinking of is the Mighty Charge node. I learned that the hard way. On stream, in fact. I was doing that, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, because in order for me to reverse the healing, I actually had to get a parry and get that debuff, but with Mighty Charge, they're immune every time they charge you. And I'm just like, okay, that was a hard counter for him, but Void can do it because Void doesn't have to hit them. Void can play passively. Void can just keep going around. Look who I'm fighting. I just saw. Wait, is that Katie? Or is that somebody else? Take her name. Because she's not in a... This one is not in an alliance. I don't remember if Katie left her alliance or not. But it says Katie Candy. I don't know anybody else. I'm trying to look at the letters and fight to see if they put like a, you know, Unicode character or something like that in there. But it looks like her. Okay, come on. Ay. Come on. Annoying. Let's see. Tobias says, so Man-Thing is a good investment. Absolutely. Definitely a good investment. I maxed mine out as soon as I could. And see, that's where all my, whoops. I got cold snap on me. Can't do that. Gotta wait till cold snap is off. Yeah. Now I can do it. Yeah, buddy. There we go. But that's where all of my science sig stones went. And now I got Void. He's not awakened, but he will get every science sig stone. He's the only other one that I was thinking of using those sig stones on, but I didn't have him at the time. Well, now I do. So whenever I can awaken him, those are his. I forget how many I have, but I don't have that many. Because I just dumped them all into a thing. But I do have some generics still. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. You think that's her? Oh, it's not her? Okay. I was gonna say, I don't remember how her name actually went. Dakish, what's up, man? How goes it? We're going for it. Yeah. Hey, man, how are you? I wasn't aware. I did not have King Groot going for him this round at 20 million right now. Nice. You see where I'm at? You're ahead of me. I'm going for the dupe, though. Oh. Annoying bugger. No, you don't. Ha, got it. You get in that corner and you stay in that corner. Anul! What is up? Would Void work against Kang? Since all his debuffs are passive. What do you mean, work against Kang? If you mean, will he reverse that big giant heal that Kang got? No. There are only two that I know of that can stop that heal. Warlock and Mysterio. Okay, yeah, Warlock and Mysterio are the only ones I know of. Void, no. Heal will still come right on back. Won't be reversed and it won't be stopped. See, it's going to be my first time in the 5-star featured arena. All right, David. Go, go, go. That's what I say. He went mighty low, 25 million. But if I were you, I would not rest anywhere near there. He's unlikely to go higher, but with it being second round, when I want a champion, I'm going to go all out. Now, I already have him, so, you know, if I miss the dupe, whatever, but if I needed the champion themselves, oh. And you know what? I found out that folks were telling me incorrectly. So one of the reasons that I was going for King Groot's dupe was because I thought that that's where he got his Furies. And I wanted his Furies for the arena. I didn't want him to slow me down. But I looked it up, and it's not the Furies he gets, it's his regen. So he becomes more sustainable when he is awakened. I'll still go for the dupe anyway, may as well, it's low, you know. But the reason that I was going for him originally was for the Furies, but he gets those unduped. See, what score do I need to get the 2,000 5-star shards? David, I would put up 14 million or more for those 2,000 5-star shards. It's constantly going up, but 14, and if you have time, keep going, just to be safe. What do you get when you dupe a 4-star, 5-star feature champion 1 or Sig 29? For the featured, you get 20, if I remember correctly. I think that's it for the featured. For the basic, I'm trying to remember. I think for the basic you get 22, don't you? Oh, nah, I don't remember. But yeah, for featured you get 20. I know that. Guillotine, her special 2. I've never seen it, so I'm not sure if that curse can do that. So I've never seen it. Basic is just 1? Okay. So featured is 20, basic is 1. I already have them done, so I'm just going for the milestones. I'm going to put in 14 million. Yep. 14 or more. I tend to put in more just because running my 6 stars through, you know, if I get 12 million, usually I want to finish off my 5 stars, so I'm usually at like 12.5 or so. Once I do that, just running my 6 stars for the rest of the time is going to get me up there like 15 or more. See, Tobias mentioned, grats on your 5-star featured. Just went to watch your vid. Grats, brother. Yeah, Ricochet. Very, very happy, man. Been waiting for him for a long time. He's not as game-changing as he would have been before, but he's still very good. And he still fits in. There's still situations where his special brand of attack works, whereas Captain America Infinity Wars does not. Like Mighty Charge. You know, Mighty Charge with some healing. Void can do that. Captain America Infinity War, Shadow, good morning, dude. Hey, Slight, what's going on, man? The man Moses, hello, hello, hello. Let's see. Hold on, folks. All right. Wish my Moon Knight Gamer. Just do a timeout for now. I don't know if there's something going on, whether there's a problem with the network connection. Moon Knight Gamer doesn't usually spam, so unless somebody got into his account. Samwise, what's up, man? I've done the basic 4-star. You only get 1 sig. Yeah. For the features, you get 20. For the basic, you get +1. Right. Guillotine Special 2 makes Kang take the heal as direct damage. Have you seen that yourself? Because like I said, I have not seen that. And it was my understanding that any active form of heal, blockage, or reversal wouldn't work on him. So that does work as well? Okay. I think Mighty Charge removes any debuffs. Void doesn't work the greatest against it. Well, I know my... does it remove his debuffs? Because I know that my what do you call it? Captain America Infinity War definitely didn't work good against that. But obviously I never tried Void because I didn't have them. Hey, Lil Shadow, how are you? Hey, Bad Hun, what's up, man? Uh-oh. Starting to get beat up. I gotta watch this Medusa. Uh-oh. Didn't mean to parry. Threw me off. Here we go. Okay, we got you, girl. There we is. My alliance mate beat it like that, which was weird. Yeah, I didn't think that was supposed to work. But hey, that's cool. Hey, man of God. I'm fighting you in the arena, man. How you do a brother like that? Kang doesn't remove 2 debuffs. First, guillotines. Special 2 debuff. Also Quake's concussion. Let's see, what else? Veritas, what's up, man? Snuck in there on me. Whoa, lots of deleted messages. Yeah. I don't know what went on just now. But that's the reason that I had wait, what's this? I had my Streamlabs in here, but Streamlabs has abandoned me. But that in particular is why I had Streamlabs as well as Nightbot. Because I don't think Nightbot has anything for that. Because Nightbot is there. But Streamlabs is not. Streamlabs is supposed to catch spamming like that. Only 2 applicable debuffs that are never removed. Okay. I just did it with my Spider-Man Stark Enhanced. Had fun. Didn't have to worry about any of that stuff. And I do want to awaken this Carnage, man. Now that I know. That's how he gets his power gain. Sup, Lord Shadow? Hey, Kale. Any tips for getting past the variant 2.3.2 Domino? She has poison and her critical flaw failure, kills fast. What did I do? I may have used brute force and used Corvus against her. You could also use somebody that's poison immune and bleed immune. So, but I think I ended up using Corvus. He's awakened, and so the poison's not going to kill him. Neither is her crit failures. At least not that I remember. But it's been a while. I think that's who I used. Whoops, my bad. I paused a little bit too long. But KO, I actually do have a video, but of course my video does the easiest path to help people do completion. When I actually explored, and I think she was one of the paths that were more difficult, so I did not do that in the initial run. So I don't have any videos on her, but I think that's what I did. Just brute forced it with Corvus. Is King Groot getting buffed? I am on G or Lamont G. What? Lamont? Not sure. Okay. Second time's the charm. Boom. Moon Knight Gamer, I'm sorry. You will have to contact me later and let me know what happened. You are now banned, both of you. I will unban you later if you contact me and let me know what happened. Yeah. No need for that, Raven Knight. They dealt with. I don't know what's going on with Moon Knight Gamer, though, because he doesn't normally do anything like that. All right, it is Lamont G. Okay. Does he? He has never spammed in this one. But he gone now. Temple, what's up? I called you yesterday, but you was not answering your phone. I was gonna call you and chat while I was grinding arena. Tell me, hold on, let me see, because I remember you said something about my alliance before the spam. How good is my alliance? We do map 7 in AQ. We're AQ related. Focused. So we do map 7 every day. We usually hit the top 30. Just recently, though, we lost one of our higher prestige folks, and even though we had a perfect run, we ended up at 31 ranking, but we're fixing that. AW, I hate AW, and a lot of us do, so we are only trying to go platinum. This alliance, when we were doing AW focused, we hit platinum 1, but right now we're platinum 4. This season we're gonna try and see if we can make a push to platinum 3, but a lot of people are just not on the same page, and like I said, I don't like AW, but I do it. The man Moses says Streamlabs smoked a bowl and said it's not coming back. Seems like it. But also Lamont G, I don't know whether King Groot is getting buffed or not. But I went for him because I didn't have him. And I go for the dupe originally because I thought that's how he got his Furies, but it's not. But I still will go for the dupe anyway because it's a low score that's easy enough to get. And I still grind for battle chips. I don't grind just for the champions. And so in the process of getting battle chips, if I can pick up the dupe, why not? I'll probably get the dupe out of a crystal soon after, but it won't be a loss because I'm still getting those battle chips. Let's see, I think I was in a dungeon. Oh, okay. And then I was probably asleep after that. Varitus Max map 7, yep. I'm not sure. I know that we had one person leave, but I know we had a waiting list. We also are in a transitional period right now. Our alliance leader is having to step down, take a break from the game. So I know he'll need to be replaced. We had somebody else leave. They're just waiting for alliance rewards. But I don't know if they have others lined up or not. But I can ask. What's your prestige like? Oh, snap. How's she gonna kick me in the face like that? That wasn't nice. You little something. Ann, what's up, Ann? How you doing? Okay. Come on, give that up. Give it up. Give it up. Or else I'm gonna hit you. Okay. Don't give it up. Good night. See, sorry, Shadow. I'll refrain from saying stuff about them. Spammers coming to ruin streams. I get you. And believe me, I understand. But you see how I dealt with it. Nothing. Just, you know, if you guys want to contact me later, explain what you were doing. Otherwise, banned. And that's it. Move on. I don't have to invest any amount of my precious emotional energy into them. But I also have my pet peeves, and they, you know, you push my button and I go off. But more and more, I try not to do that. See, by the time I got out, it was extra late. Yeah, I was probably asleep already, Temple, by then. I didn't last too much longer after I called you. Yeah, Shodo. I saw you, Ann. So yeah, 25 million for a 5-star was, I think, the lowest I've seen. Yeah, I was surprised by that. And Ronin went low too. Yes, he did. But they're wondering if there was a problem or something like that, which is why I recommend people not go near that 25 million, because there may have been some errors and they may not tell you. And all that you know is that he went for 25 million one time, and the next thing you know, he's at 35 million. And you're like, wait, what? What happened? May have been a problem. So yeah, I always advocate, if you want the champion, just go. You know, the cutoff might give you a rough idea whether you even want to try. But my personal formula, if I cannot put up 5 million or more, at least 5 million or more, over the cutoff that they went for the first time, then I won't even go for them. And obviously I have other criteria. You know, if it's a new champion and the hype is real and it's too high, and I just don't feel like doing that kind of grind. You know, if I see somebody cutoff is like 40, 45 million, I can do it, but I also know what it takes out of me to do that. So just have to decide. But I do regret not going for Warlock. Pretty good, just catching up on everything, as I was in NC last week, relaxing all their sunny weather. So that's where you've been. So yeah, we don't want that kind out here. Oh yeah. Button pushers. But yeah, see, Temple, for you guys that don't know, we are friends in real life, and he knows me. He knows a lot of stuff that I've been through, and he knows why I need to take it nice and easy, not let my frustrations get the better of me, and why I'm very, very much laid back these days. You know, I was usually laid back, but I did have my buttons that could be pushed, and for years I was very frustrated. I was the sole support caregiver for my sister. I felt like I was trapped. I couldn't do much of anything. I had no energy for anything. I was depressed all the time. It was just not a good time. So when I say I'm allergic to some drama and stuff, I don't watch dramas on TV, and I avoid it. If I see even a hint of it here, I usually squash it real quick. If I see, you know, and I had my mom tell me this one time, and I love it. It is a very good life lesson. Sometimes the only thing wrong with something is that it leads to something else. So you may find that someone says something, and what they said, there's nothing wrong with it, but it may lead to something else. You know, if it's something that could be antagonistic, or it could lead to a particular frame of mind. So what they're saying is not wrong. You know, it's an honest, you know, emotional reaction, all that kind of good stuff. But I may still squash it if it's something that I see could lead to something that, you know, I don't want to deal with. So basically, nip it in the bud. Oh, there we go. I know Temple had to do that yesterday. We had someone, they weren't even talking to me, but I could see, and so could Temple, that those type of comments, basically it was the starting of a fight. And we didn't want that. Nip it right in the bud and prevent all of that. And that's how I like it. I like it nice, smooth, relaxed. Relax your mind and let your conscience be free and get down to the sounds of EPMD. Just coolin'. Okay. Let's see. Chew that. I'm still going to at least put up 2.5 for Ronin. Yep. For basics, I tended to go 5 and 6 million. Unless the first round, if they go, you know, really low, but I haven't gone for basics in a long time because I always pick them up now from the feature, and I have every 4-star champion. Thoughts on the unit offer for T5B and T5CC? I haven't seen it, Ricochet. Is it one for money? Because I usually don't look at those. Unless somebody donates money for me to get an offer, I don't get those offers. Total, I think 5 now I have gotten. One I got because my sister gave me a gift card for my birthday. Another I got, my best friend gave me, I think it was like $30. The offer was like $29.99 back in the day for my birthday. This past July 4th, I got the same offer twice. It was one that had Sig Stone deals. Got that from donations. And then the sigil, I had someone pay to get me the sigil. Oh yeah, and the daily card. I got a daily card from that same person who sent me that because there were 6 stones in there. And see, the one thing that free-to-play players have a drought of are 6 stones. Spenders are miles ahead of us on those. Alrighty, let's grab this. All right, what did I miss? So you are definitely in for the Doom grind. I wish I would, Veritas. There ain't no way. I'll open up some crystals for him, though. Same thing with Guillotine. $20.99. I'll open up crystals, but I will not be grinding. No, sir. Wish YouTube had a way to watch ads to earn money to donate to streamers like Twitch has for bits. That'd be cool. Looks like Kabam is going after the arena bots. They need to. Making things harder for me. Finn, the mighty yet gentle dark side dolphin warrior. What's up? Did somebody say fight? Fight, fight, fight. Exactly. You fight gently, so do I. You saw how gently I fought? Only need one blow. Oh, man. Well, if you guys got a spot, let me know. Okay. I'm 5'12", but I can handle map 7. Well, it's not whether you can handle map 7 upside downly. Your prestige. You have to have over 10.4 prestige. If you do not, then you couldn't join us because it would reduce our prestige. And there'd be nothing else unless we got somebody that had a crazy high prestige. But we need to work on our prestige for units. Oh, tiered 1K, 3K, 6K. I'll have to look at it. Yeah, Finn, the mighty yet gentle dark side dolphin warrior. I like that 6 stones are in this month's side quest. Oh yeah, I do it every time too. Want all them 6 stones. And if they ever offer 6 stones for units, I get them. Now, this offer for units, if it has 6 stones in it, I'm getting it. If it does not have 6 stones in it, then maybe not. T5 basics are nice, but I get fragments well enough. Like right now, when I did that ranking, my last rank 5, you saw I had 6 tier 5 basics. And I only ranked up 1 5-star. I've got rank ups for mutant, so I'll have gems for that. I can actually rank up 2 more champions, but it's the T2 alphas that I'm lacking right now. All right, let's do that. So yeah, I hope they keep the schedule for Mr. Fantastic and Dr. Doom, because if Dr. Doom is last, then I'll be definitely buying some crystals for him at the end of November. Fair enough. Yeah, this Mordo was feisty. I've been loving the 6 stones this month, boosted my prestige by around 50 points. Yeah, and that's why we slipped a little bit in Alliance Quest ranking, because everybody was getting these stones. Everybody's prestige is going up. So we need to push our prestige even more. Oh, he caught me good. Look at this. Okay, yeah. I wasn't about to attack him again. He had his hands down and he was ready. He was like, yeah, come at me, bro. See, no 6 stone in the offer. Okay, then it's unlikely that I'm going to get it. But with those kind of offers, if you need it, get it. I'll take a look. But for that many units, I probably won't. I need 6 stones for my prestige. I need to get my Phoenix maxed out. I need to get my Sim Supreme maxed out. And my prestige will be well over 10.5 when I do. Doom is next after Gully. Okay. Which 6-star champs do you have in your roster? Not too many good ones. None that I would take up to rank 2. Let's see. I know I got Angela. I do have who else I got? Angela, Winter Soldier. Nope. Yeah, well, let's do that. I got Winter Soldier. I got Killmonger. I got Rocket Raccoon. Spider-Man Classic. Beast. Cyclops, Blue Team. Magneto. Folks like that. Amara, what's up, man? Hey, man, what's the best way to get tier 2 alphas? I'm in need 3, I'm on 3, need 1 more to rank 4 my Venom. Oh, man. Well, map 7, I know. Those crystals give you quite a bit of T2 alphas. You also have, if you have the sigil, you can get them in the black ISO market. You can also get them from the Glory store. They're a bit expensive. I think you can get like 18,000 if you get the max each time, if you have the Glory for it. Trying to remember where else, but those are the ones that come to mind right off. Other than like special quests, like the monthly event quest, I think might. Whoops, I forgot who I was fighting. we go. Uh-oh, we got Mickey Momo. Mickey Momo is an attitude. The Mickey Momo is a mellow mood. Your Momo when you're drinking lemonade. Your Momo soaking in a marinade. I know you're Mickey cause I'm Momo too. So I know what you're going through. But there's no Momo whenever I get close to you. What's up, Momo? I tried to figure out what was going on with Streamlabs. I logged out, logged back in. I don't know what's going on. Killmonger is well worth the rank too. I disagree. As a 6-star, yep, I disagree. Not at this time. How many 6 stars you got? Any god tier? I don't think of champions in that way, upside downly. Champions are tools, and they are good for particular things. So, yup. I don't do the tier list thing at all. Tier lists are great for beginners who don't know how to spend their resources. But by the time you've been playing the game, I made a video on it, but by the time you've been playing the game for a while, you kind of already know that. Okay, wait, hold up. Oh, what's up? Okay. Daily crystals give T2 alpha shards? Okay. I don't remember. Okay, where is this from and who is Momo? Oh, man. See, when Streamlabs was in here, I had the link that you could actually hear the song that I'm singing. Because I'm trying to sing it just like he did. But do you remember a cartoon, My Life as a Teenage Robot? There was an episode in that cartoon where he was singing that. And that actually comes from a real anime that I never knew. Momo was a princess, and I guess she's a big thing over there. And so in the cartoon, he was singing a tribute to that. So I don't know. I didn't know anything about it until, but when Momo joined, Momo didn't know anything about that either. And when I saw the name, it immediately made me remember that episode. And yeah, it's on YouTube. Hold on. Grab you, and you. Say, when I see Momo's name, I think of The Last Airbender. The little, yeah, his little, what do they call it? He wasn't a squirrel. He was a monkey. Oh, man, I forget, but I know who you're talking about, Raven Knight. But no, I didn't even think of that. See, okay, there are God tier champs. You can't tell me there aren't. I sure can. I'm a legend and I come from the land of legends. Alrighty. I'm sorry, but Quake is God tier. Okay, so what do you mean by that? That's my point. If you just tell me Quake is God tier, I'm gonna be like, that means absolutely nothing to me. Why do you say she's God tier? God tiers are just categories. Why are you putting these champions in the category? What is it they can do? See, Seaton has popularized the tier list, although people were doing it before him. And when you listen to him, he will tell you, he will break it down. This is what they can do. This is why I feel they are there. That's what you got to do. You can't just say, oh, here's a God tier champion. So for me, Quake is a tool, a multi-use tool, and she has one of the most versatile toolkits. She can handle some of the most crazy nodes. That's what I say. Quake and Ghost, for example, between them two can handle so many different situations. Jacob, what's up, man? She is hot in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., rather. All right, DJ Digby, go ahead and he put the link for the Momo song. Lemire, what? When I hear Momo, I think of the scary character Momo. Oh my. See, it's bicep, I think that's how it's called, how it's spelled. So no, that's not me. I'd rather be the princess. Oh wow. Quake can do nearly every battle in the game. Sorry, she's God tier, my favorite champion. All right, you can call him whatever you like. It's only terminology. Terminology, rather. It's a category. And see, what you just said is what you need to say. Quake can do nearly every battle in the game. That is why you feel she is God tier. The important thing is not that she's just God tier. The important thing is that she can do almost every fight in the game. You understand? I try to get people away from that terminology because it's not helpful to anybody. And it can actually be harmful and limiting. But I made a video on it if you're curious to watch. Nigel, what's up? See, hey Shadow, does Gwenpool's ability accuracy per hit increase depending on star level? I don't think so. Apart from Quake, I don't think there are any other God tiers, if that's your criteria. I know that's just what come to mind. I have a 5-star, and in less than 25 hits, Spider-Man never evaded. Well, at 25, it should be about half, but yeah, I don't know. Oh, Quake is hot. Okay, got you. Let's see, in Avatar: The Last Airbender, Momo was the wing Lemur. Okay, that was it. Lemire. Or Lemur. Why am I saying Lemire? I don't know why. Lemur. Ugh. Just got my flu shot. I have never had one of those. Yeah, like I said, as long as you give reasons. So, if you don't want to watch the video was entitled "Are Tier Lists Ruining This Game?" And the answer is no. There's nothing wrong with tier lists. What is wrong is how people use tier lists. So, because Seaton is the most popular, I'll use him. He has explained in detail that the purpose of his tier lists are for beginners to know how to use their resources. Because they come into this game, they don't know anything about any champion. So if they get a champion and it's on his God tier category, then they know that this is somebody that they can invest resources in. That is what it's for. They're like training wheels. But once you have been playing the game, you know what champions are good and what they can do and what they can't do, the fights that they can do and fights that they can't do, the pros and cons. And so your thinking should be shifting from just, oh, I want a God tier champion, to what champions are best to handle this situation. You know, I have met so many people that if they don't have a God tier champion, oh well, they just can't do the content. They don't even think outside the box. They box themselves in. And they'll sit there, and then someone like KT will come out with a video and show you how you can take this non-God tier champion and complete the content easily. And the reason he can do that is because he knows that they are tools. He learns the champions, and he knows what they're capable of. So when you go up against someone, you know who you can choose, even if they are not on someone's God tier list, because in the end, those categories are opinions. You have good reasons for the opinion, that's great, but they're still opinions. And they're not helpful to others because unless you tell them why, you know, like for example, Quake, you have to break it down. Why is Quake so good for all of the, you know, most of the fights in the game? If you watch my video, I tell you why. I don't call Quake God tier, but I show you why she's so good and why she is able to handle so many different nodes and issues, and why I ranked her to 5. I break it down. I give you reasons. I don't. You won't hear me just go, oh yeah, that's God tier. Oh yeah, that's God tier. No, that's not helpful. That might be the teacher in me. I don't know. Probably is. But yeah, so that is pretty much what I was talking about in my video. You know, there's nothing wrong with them, but if you just ask me, hey, do you think this one is God tier? You're gonna get that answer. I'm gonna be like, watch the video. And then tell me what situation you're needing to solve, what problem you're trying to solve, and I'll tell you whether that one that you're talking about is good for that. All right, let's see. Is anyone watching this while eating Takis? What? See, I agree, because to me, Luke Cage is beyond God tier because I can play him very well. Yeah, exactly. What happens to people is if they get stuck in that mode, then they won't even attempt the content because they're not used to thinking of anyone else. Like, they wouldn't think of Luke Cage, you know, even though he might be a perfect solution for a particular node. If he doesn't make it to somebody's God tier list, they don't even consider him. And then somebody else comes along and they go, oh wow, we didn't even know he was good for that. Yeah, because you're too busy worrying about God tier. So yeah, you'll notice Brian Grant agrees with me. He feels the same way. You will not hear him just talking about that. You know, there are champions that can handle a wide variety of nodes. Ghost and Quake. If you have both of those in your roster, you can handle most of the content in this game. We don't need to call them God tier, demigod, or anything like that. We just tell you that. And you learn about them, and you see why. It's just not very helpful to label them without any details, unless you already know. If you already know, then you know. And now you know. So he has indestructible. Oh yeah, I love Luke Cage. Absolutely love him. See, tier lists are fine. People are dumb. Some people just see a champ like Corvus and don't watch any gameplay. Exactly, Zolo. What's up, man? That's it in a nutshell. I used to be caught up in tiers until you did that video describing them as tools. Exactly. That's what they are. They are just tools. And so what I encourage people to think of is, how does this champion help me? How does it help me progress? What content am I going to need? For example, Aegon. Now, I don't like ramp up champions. Okay, don't like them. But I would not call Aegon God tier, demigod, nothing like that. But if you are going to be doing Labyrinth of Legends and you have not done anything in Labyrinth of Legends and you have an Aegon, I'm going to tell you, rank that boy up, awaken him, pump them 6 stones into him. Because he is going to rock in Labyrinth of Legends, which is content you're going to need to complete. I don't need a tier list. And I will break it down and tell you why you want to do that. Caught you, Mordo. Caught you going back. Like you like to do. MCOC fashion is all that matters. Hey. Busy. What's up, man? You look new. What's going on? Yeah, all that's true. But in the end of the day, it's also based on your skill level, how you intercept parry. Absolutely. I told someone, for example, Ghost. All right. Now, I used to, when I was starting out, follow Seaton's lists. Because like I said, they were very useful. Hey, I'm fighting Man of God again. But so I don't know whether he has Ghost up there at God tier. Probably. But someone asked me, should they rank up their Ghost? I said, play around with her and see if you like her. I didn't say, heck yeah, do it. She's God tier. She can handle everything in this game. No. I'm like, do you like her? She takes some practice. You may not enjoy that style. Like Quake, I don't enjoy Quake style. But I ranked her up to 5 because she's so useful. And I can do it, I just don't like it. It's not my preference. Fighting with her puts me outside of my comfort zone, but because I view these guys as tools, I had to rank her up. It would be foolish. I'd be hypocritical if I didn't take up someone like Quake just because I didn't care for her. She's such an awesome tool that can handle so many different situations. I had to do it. But she's still on my defense team right now until such time as I need her. Every champion has something to offer, just depends on how you play and who works in that system. Exactly. Not only that, but it also depends on what you're trying to do. And what you have. You know, if all you have is a certain champion, then you got to choose the best out of who you have. Someone's God tier might be Ash tier in certain situations. Absolutely. And keep in mind, God tier was something that Seaton did. That's why we're calling it that, because there were tier lists before Seaton. But he, being probably the one that has the most subscribers and the most popular for MCOC, he sort of sets the trend. And he set the trend, and he's very good. You know, give him his props. He is extremely good. He's extremely knowledgeable. And he's able to build those tier lists. The thing is, while he is able to build the tier lists, he's not teaching people to be able to build their own tier lists, if you understand what I mean. So, and that's not his job. So you will keep coming to him to see, oh, what does Seaton think? How does Seaton think about this champion? That's what he wants you to do. That's how he gets his, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. That's why he's so popular. You know, he's amazing. I'll tell you, I'll give him all the props in the world. He is amazing at what he does. I cannot do what he does. All right. Hands down. See, also reading and comprehending what you read and the ability to apply are key. Yep. All right. Let me catch up because chat went crazy and Nightbot going nuts. All right. Just picture you talking to a 4-year-old and asking them why. Let's see. Who you calling the tool? Hey, Big Blue. Welcome back. See, plus beginners should just be clearing Act 1 to 4 and a little event quest, so they will have no need for the more complicated champs till later. Exactly. But sometimes they might want it. So here's the thing. I think God tier isn't a good system because people keep going with that list, even for AW defense, and that isn't useful because you never know when there might be a better champ. Absolutely. But it's popular. And like I said, it can be harmful, but it's not the list that's harmful. It's one thing that, you know, Brian Grant will tell you that him and Seaton disagree on certain things, how they view the game, how they look at the game and things like that. That's one area that they disagree on. He feels that promoting that type of mindset is actually harmful. I asked my alliance and they were all laughing at me. Aegon is useful just about everywhere, especially questing. Don't have him, so I can't say. I do know I don't like Ramp Up Champion. And I know he's king of Labyrinth of Legends. See also how well you play with the champ, figure in who to rank up. Oh, yeah. I agree. Anthony, what's up? What's up? Bert, hi. I have a generic Awakening Gem. Should I use it on Nick Fury or wait for Omega Red, Namor? I have yet to do variants. Ooh. All three that you just mentioned seem to be really good options. I'm waiting for Omega Red and Namor myself for my generic. I don't have Nick Fury. I'm not sure if I'd use it on Nick Fury if I had him. I really don't know enough about him. He's good though. George Perez, good evening. Hello, hello. Veritas, here's an example where tier lists fall down. I have both Corvus and Captain Marvel movie. Everyone would say the best rank up is Corvus. but I'm taking up Captain Marvel movie because I need poison immunity. There you go. Let's see, what's a ghost? Oh, you mean for Halloween? No. So I'm not new, bro. I've been subscribed, just haven't been on streams for a while. Oh, okay. Woohoo! Hold on. Let me grab that. Okay. All right, well, welcome back then. You got permabanned. Oh, ouch. Naughty, naughty. Quake style is very hard. Only those who have concentration will be untouchable. Man, you ain't kidding. My lord, you nailed it when you were talking about Quake. Let's see. That awful looks like trash, for me at least. Yeah. Says, I don't agree with Seaton God tier list. I disagree with it because a lot of people are following it and it's stupid. No offense. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. In the end of the day, it's opinion. Let's see. Oh, wow. What in the world? Very talented, yet ever doesn't consider Quake God tier. All right, hey, his opinion. That's what you're looking at, is opinion. Seaton's first question to people when they ask him about how good a champ is it depends on what you need to do. Yeah, like I said, there's nothing wrong with tier lists, nothing wrong with what Seaton is doing, but there is something wrong with how people use those lists. Because Seaton will tell you himself, I'm not telling you anything that I haven't heard Seaton himself say about the tier list. So I know I'm not, just talking at odds with him. This is what he said. And if you ask him, he will tell you that. Says, yeah, then he can direct you to one of his gameplay videos. Yep. See, Stark Spider-Man, I can't play him well. Yeah, I didn't like Stark Spider-Man at first, till I learned to play him a little bit better. And now he's one of my favorites. I'd rather sit on the couch and take Prof. Hoff advice anytime. Now there's a man. I don't even watch him. He's got some good advice and all. I've watched a few of his videos. See, bye guys. See you all later. Have a blessed day. All right, Jacob. Take care, man. I'm good. How are you? Doing well. Welcome. The show. We've been losing war because people have been trying to follow Seaton's. Oh, okay. That's why you feel the way you do. I don't blame you. You excited about Star Wars trailer? Not really. I stopped watching Star Wars. I used to be big in it, but they've kind of messed it up, in my opinion. Dressing up for something? Nope, I do not. See, Captain Marvel is say it'll be raining in Atlanta on Halloween. I'll be in my house. So I have Ghost. I don't like playing her. I just don't like her playstyle. Exactly, Amir. Some people just don't like her playstyle. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, you got permaban for the refunds. Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, that's rough, man. So I don't find it fair that you pay and don't get something good out of it, so they rob us. Yeah. What I'll tell you is this. I'm free to play. Everything that I have spent hasn't been my money, first of all. And secondly, I've gotten out of it exactly what I wanted. Like if I buy 6 stones, that's what I got. I don't buy units to buy these crystals. And who knows, later on, because I joined that community, if you guys saw the video, who knows, I may be sponsored at some point in time. They may sponsor a crystal opening. And if they do that, then yeah. Then I will purchase units and crystal to get the crystals and stuff. Other than that, nope. Woo! He tried to clap me into unconsciousness. That wasn't cool. All right. King Groot God tier confirmed. Get that dupe. I'm going for the dupe. Happy, what's up? You stopping by, dropping a like? Much appreciated, man. Thank you for the luck. Yeah, like imagine they have good 5 and 6 star that are good on defense. Yeah, I know what you mean. And that kind of blind following is the problem. It's not the list that's a problem. It's the blind, unthinking following of a list. Because if you don't know, whoops, I tried to evade it. Sometimes I can evade that. I need to practice it more. His special 2, that is. If you don't practice or you don't learn how to think for yourself and evaluate, and you don't know why this person is in God tier, then you have no tools to decide whether they're going to be good on any particular node. That's why I emphasize you got to know why. You can't just tell me something is God tier. Tell me why. What is it about this champion that makes you slap on this label? Because I don't care about the label. I care about the champion and the mechanics. You know, tell me things like, okay, well, Quake, she doesn't need to touch the person, and so she can handle things that have damage back. I'm like, okay, good. I don't need to know a label. That's what I need to know. And that way, when I go up against a node that has an Electro on it, I'll bring her. But if I have a node that also does a poison and a bleed, then despite the fact that she might be labeled something, she's not going to be good for that situation. More than likely. And that's when you bring in Ghost. But anyway, that's just my take on it. I will always promote good critical thinking, good analysis. If you just follow something and you're not providing analysis, critical thinking, you're just handicapping yourself. But you can go for a while handicapped, you know. There's nothing wrong with going handicapped. You can play this game completely handicapped all the way through. You know, you can wait to get that God tier champion before you do content. Nothing wrong with doing that. Okay, that's, see, my Lakers are looking like God tier right now. That's how this game should be, free to play. Yeah, it is. See, MCOC related, but have you played The Last of Us on me? No. I'm not really a console gamer. I don't have a PS4 for that matter. I had a PS3. I sold it to my sister. I used the PS3 for the Blu-ray capabilities. Never bought a single game for it. All right, let's see. Let's go there. Some people were saying about some champs that they suck because they seen it on Seaton stream. I said, give me a minute, made some videos showing them. Yeah, and that's the problem. That is the problem. Those people there that don't invest any time into doing any sort of research for the champion and are quick to judge, those are the problem. Their way of thinking is the problem. Has nothing to do with the videos. It has nothing to do with anybody's information. It's them and how they think of a champion. I've made a video on a champion that I didn't really like that much, just from what I saw. Then watched somebody else make a video and showed me some things that I didn't know, and I'm like, whoa, hey, this champion is actually pretty good. Now, I didn't go delete my video now that I've learned and grown. So somebody will look at my video and be like, hey, I've had this comments like a year later on a video and be like, hey, she can do such and such and such and such. And I've already learned that since then. And so all I can say is, yeah, at the time I made the video, I didn't know that. You know, that's all I can say. Come on, Moon Knight. Quit playing. There we go. Woo, power locked. Woo. Okay, let's see. Basically, don't just watch one video. Do proper research. Exactly. Part of my research, like when I got into the CCP, I was kind of nervous because when I do my closer look videos, I actually do a little bit of research. And part of my research is watching multiple videos from others. I would watch some people, maybe when they did the CCP videos on their own, and I would then, take all of those videos together, read the description, the abilities, play around with him myself, and then I would make a video, the closer look video. And being in the CCP, I'll have it before anybody else makes videos. So now I am the one. And so I have to let people know it's a first look. So, I'm telling you this, just my first impressions, looking over their abilities and, reading up the info that we have on them and just trying to get you, get everybody to at least have an idea of whether they want to, go for the champion or not. What's the best way to deal with LOL Electro? I have a rank 5 4-star Namor Awaken. Will that work? Namor, I think Namor would be a very good option. I used... Actually, wait, let me think. I'm not sure. He should be, but I've never tried him because I didn't have Namor. I don't think Namor was out when I did mine. I used Gwenpool, a 4-star Gwenpool. And I just had to maintain the combo. It took some revives, but I got him down. Only had to do him once. But yeah, I don't know. Namor may be good. See, waiting for God tier champ can do more harm than good for some. Absolutely. Finally get a great champ, then steamroll early content and don't learn the mechanics. Yep. That's another thing that can happen. Then get blocked in later content because they haven't built up the skills. Yep. Yeah, they were like, he's not on Seaton's God tier list. Yeah. Anytime I hear folks use those terms, I'm on guard because, and it's not necessarily the case. But if someone comes to me and is like a God tier, I immediately start thinking, my initial impression is, okay, this is somebody who is locked into that mindset. Which is why I then ask, what makes them God tier? What makes you say that? And heaven help them if they tell me, oh, because Seaton said so. Because at that point, I'm through. But if they have good reasons, then I'm like, okay, good. And that is what you need to be telling me. You don't need to be saying, oh, yeah, I think this person is God tier. No. Tell me what makes this champion so good for what situations or many situations. Let's see, it's called Research About the Champ. Yep. Reaper Dragon, what's up, man? See, it's not the list fault, it's how people live or die by the list that isn't good. Absolutely. And that's what I say in my video on this topic. It's not the list, it's how people are using it. I'm still using money on the game. That's how I got to Cavalier so quick. But no more refunds, even if I get trolled. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with spending money. It's just that if I really got pissed, if I were spending a lot of money, if I really got pissed at Kabam for giving me shoddy stuff, for changing up characters, I wouldn't give him my money except for certain offers every once in a while. Buddy Lee, what's up, man? How you doing? P&P, what's going on, man? CJ, hello. You just 100%ed, uncollected for the first time. Nice. Got 5-man Stark Spidey. Woohoo! Should you level him up? I've already got a Max Sig 4-star version. How do you like him? So I will tell you my own personal opinion. When I first started using Spider-Man Stark Enhanced, I didn't like it. He's a glass cannon. and I wasn't able to use him very well. And so when I would take him on quests, he was good for maybe 2 fights before I took too much damage, and then I would have to heal him up or something like that. I was waiting for a solution for Labyrinth of Legends, to 100% Labyrinth of Legends. I had a Star-Lord, but he wasn't awakened, and I could not get a Tech Awakening gem. I went for the Blade featured crystal. I went like 7 times for Blade. Didn't get him, but I did pull Spider-Man Stark Enhanced as a 5-star. And so I didn't know that he was an option until I watched, I think, Legacy use an unduped version of him. And by this time, I had a duped version in Labyrinth of Legends. So I was like, oh, great. I actually have an option, and I didn't know it. Because I was doing what I try to tell people not to do. But every video that I could see, his was the first time I saw someone use Starky. So I was looking for Star-Lord, since I already had my Star-Lord, you know? I finished off Act 5, 100%, ranked up my Spider-Man Stark Enhanced, and that is who I used to 100% Labyrinth of Legends. He can't do every fight. I had to bring in others for, you know, the fights that he couldn't do, but he was my heavy lifter. And after that experience, I loved Starky. He is one of my favorites to play. But you have to be comfortable with him. But yeah, I love my Spider-Man Stark Enhanced. I have 4 champions that I just have so much fun playing. Spider-Man Stark Enhanced is one. Corvus is another. Ghost is another. And Thing. Those 4 are my top favorite champions to play, just because they're fun. You know? You will notice that Quake wasn't on that list. And she won't be. Has nothing to do with how good she is. Has everything to do with my preference. See, by the way, I duped my 5-star Blade out of a basic. Nice. Yeah, my Blade is 565, 200. Can't blame Seaton. He's making his money. Absolutely. His videos consist of everything from war vids to offer reviews. Absolutely, Zolo. I have much respect for Seaton. Mad respect. Stark Spidey or Guillotine 2099 to rank 3, both 5-star unawakened. Wow. It just depends. Who do you like more? They're both good. They both have very good uses, man. That Guillotine 2099 is she's tough, man. I like her. I wish I could pull her as a 5-star. So I will be opening a few crystals for her. Yeah, I'm actually being more smart with not purchasing every author, just useful ones that will help me get back on top to how my old account was. Yep, there you go. That's how you do it, man. He was the first to use Starky. Okay. But yeah, so it was watching him. Yeah. And I was just like, whoa. And his was unawakened, and Starky doesn't need to be awakened. And mine was awakened at that time. I'm like, oh man, I got to rank him up. I could have done it at a rank 4. But I'm like, why? Let me finish off this Act 5 thing here. And that's what I did. And then I kept pulling Starky. He was my first Sig 200 5-star. It got so sick. I was getting pissed every time I pulled him. I think I pulled him like 6 or 7 times out of crystals. People were mad at me for being upset because they wanted him. And see, at one time, people were calling him God tier. And like I said, I ain't care about all that. I've never been all that big on labels. One thing I will say in the plus side of labels, and this is from a programmer perspective, you have different methodologies that will label certain algorithms and approaches, you know, like the listener pattern. I don't know if you ever heard of design patterns, but they're just basic ways of handling different situations. And they give you a common vocabulary to talk about. So like if I say to another programmer who knows, you know, the pattern, I can say, okay, well, that could be implemented with the listener pattern. I don't have to go into detail because he already knows what the listener pattern is, and he can go, oh, okay, yeah, I'll try that. And that's it. So that gives it a great common vocabulary to use when discussing things. But in this case, it can do more harm because people aren't learning the details. And so these labels are not just a convenient language to use, because a lot of them are really ignorant of what the champions can do. You've literally taken the words out of my mouth. Glass cannon. Yep, he is. I've gotten used to dexterity with him, and I have Blade 5-star to go with him. Okay, so here's something you guys might notice, and you may not understand why. Now, Dorky Diggity Dave calls it a shallow evade, where you evade at the last minute so that you can get that dex, right? Watch how I normally evade. That is how I evade with everyone, because I spent so much time with Starkey. So like they'll be loading up a heavy or a special or something like that, and I always evade at the last minute, because that's how you build up those charges with Starkey. So it's a style that I have to consciously change when I'm fighting someone like Dormammu, when I don't want to do that. See, like that? See, I'm gonna do it like last minute. Like that, you know? And now that I'm paying attention, I'm not doing it. But I do that all the time. See? Because you can evade far, as soon as you see them starting their attack, you can evade. But I don't do it. And that's why. So used to his style. And I still use them all the time. In Alliance War especially. I love my Infinity Man, Luke Cage, and Namor, even unawakened. Fair enough. And they don't rely on complicated gameplay. No, they do not. I'm going to tell y'all something about Frojo in a minute, but let me read this. Hopefully I won't forget. If I do, somebody remind me. One of my new favorites to play is Captain Sparkles. Oh, yeah. I want her bad, Anthony. I definitely want her as a 5-star. Not you. Get in there. Well, I used to have even teams, but I don't. All right, Daniel. Yo, what's up, man? I say when it comes to Starkey and New Guillotine, it's all based on who you feel is going to be more useful. Exactly. I agree. For what utilities they have and in what fights those utilities are going to be most useful. And see, for me, if you ever, well, I'll do a roster reveal. Maybe I'll remember to talk about it, but I try to have a diverse set of tools. When I rank my champions up, I do not consider where they fall on someone's tier list. I consider how useful they're going to be given all of my tools. That is why Quake went up. You know, I don't need another damage dealer. I've got Corvus, I've got Ghost, right? I was looking for somebody for some utility. I wanted Warlock, and I regret not going for him in the arena. Because he, before anybody even knew how good he was, had a lot of utility. I saw that. And he would have been utility for me. I didn't care whether somebody thought he was good or not. I saw uses, fights that he could do that my other champions couldn't do easily. You know, I can brute force a lot of things with Corvus. You know, there's some fights where I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and use Corvus, revive a few times, get it done. Nice, quick, and easy. Move on with my life. So there's a lot of fights I could do that with, but I still want to save resources every once in a while. And so now that I have, you know, Corvus and Ghost, there's still some fights that Ghost couldn't do. There were still some fights Corvus couldn't do. And I want to make sure that I had a nice diverse roster. And there were times in the past that I wished I had Quake. I was like, man, this is a perfect fight for Quake. Don't matter whether I like Quake or not. If I can use her to get through that with less frustration and less resources, then I'm going to do it. So that's why I caught a lot of people by surprise, because a lot of people already know how, yeah, Veritas, I didn't forget. A lot of people already know how I felt about Quake and Quake style. Reaper Dragon says Starkey is still God tier. Okay. I'm jealous. I want a 5-star Hulkbuster. Yep, Frojo, remember. Oh, yep, don't forget about Frojo. Okay, I got it. Y'all are just something else. Okay, so Frojo, for the longest time, I felt so bad for him. He's been playing this game longer than me. I think he's been playing since the beginning. Okay? And my roster was looking better than his. And let me tell you, I felt bad. I was just like, oh man, he could not catch a break. And to give you an idea, he had to do, I think he did Labyrinth of Legends with a rogue. Rogue, folks, rogue. But one of the things that taught Frojo to do is to make the best of what you have. So, you know, he didn't wait for a God tier champion. He got it done and was able to use those resources to take up some others later on, you know. It was tough, but you could still do it. So I admire Frojo for that big time. He made the most of what he had. And he finally started getting some good, okay, he needs to stop all this. There we go. Enough of that. But I admire him so much for that. He just got it done. And that's what I encourage people, because if you are not boxed in by that way of thinking, then when you need to complete content, you're going to get it done. I have people make comments, like they'll see me when I do an event quest live. They'll be like, oh, sure, you can do that with your God tier champions. And see, when they say that, I already know their mindset. All right. And so I'm just like, you know, I didn't start out doing this content with even 5 stars, right? So you know I didn't just start with the roster I have, right? I made smart rank up decisions. I played and learned my champions. When I first was doing event quests, it took me a lot of revives. I used to tell people, I said, when I took the first event quest that I was able to complete was when Kang was, I think he was the second. Yeah, I think it was the second to last. He wasn't the final boss, but he was the second to last boss in the event quest. And it took me like 25 revives. It was a lot of revives to get completely through, just a completion, mind you. But I had saved up my resources, and so I've never used any units on any event quest or permanent content. I grinded, I saved up my resources. Back then it was a little easier to get revives. And I busted open my stash. Maybe I'll show you guys my stash a little bit later. But I have hundreds of free crystals and all of that I can use, pop open and whatnot. All right, let's see. Let's grab you, and you. I have to be careful because my void is not ranked up. You see, he's rank 1, level 1. So I got to be real careful. Say, Frojo, is he in trouble? No, Samwise, he's not. I was just expressing my admiration for him because he didn't have a lot of the champions everybody would consider necessary, essential in order to get stuff done, and he still got stuff done. And he used champions that people would never consider ranking up in, say, a god tier fashion. Okay, come on, you need to give that up, man. Come on, man, I'm gonna give it up. Thank you. Hi. This is also why I like to fight with Void. Why I'm so happy to get him. See, he can play around. He don't have to throw his special. He gonna die. I can play slow, passive style if I want to, or go after him and start spamming my specials. Just depends. Hear my little baby Namor. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm still gonna hit into your block. You eat all this, girl. Okay. Lawrence, yo, what's up, man? So yeah, he has to take the Ring of Power on a long, dangerous journey. See, same here. I'm not a fan of Quake style, but her utility is undeniable. Absolutely. So yeah, he used Rogue. Yep. So yep, Warlock is absolutely useful for a lot of endgame content. My 5-star version, rank 3, was useful for mostly the whole 6.1. I think I ended up using Ghost for most of that. Only fight I had to use a lot of revives on was that Ultron. Yep. Have to think outside the box. In 6.2.6, on a 6-star gate path, I brought Nebula, Gamora, Bishop, and Masaki 5-star Supreme for champion fight. Got through the path, 0 items and 0 god tier 6 stars. There you go. And see, even though gates are bad, I hate them. That's what Kabam is trying to promote. They're doing it the wrong way, but they're trying to promote folks thinking outside the box and diversifying. They've actually used that term, diversifying their rosters, so that they're able to handle a variety of situations. You think about it. If they let us bring in 4 stars, there would be 0 incentive to do anything about our roster. I would personally bring in a 4-star for synergy, and I'd be good. But they want to try to promote, like I said, they did it wrong. It's horrible. They want to promote people thinking and using champions that they may not have used before. They also need to push the new champions. Why are people going to buy the new champions, crystals, if all their old champions can do everything just fine? Some still will, just for the novelty of it, Some are just collectors. Sorry for your absence. Work sucks. Hey, no problem, Big Blue. Mohammed, what's up? What is so good about King Groot? Nothing. Reaper Dragon. I just got him because I don't have him. That's about it. That's why he goes for so low. I want a 5-star Invisible Woman. I went for her in the arena. Her being able to do 4% extra physical per debuff. Up to 50. Yeah. Reaper, have you seen my video on her? If you haven't, check it out. Someone left a comment on my rank up and gameplay video saying, man, you don't know how to use her. And I was just like, you must be new. And then I just explained how I do things with my videos. The rank up in gameplay is usually my first tries at the champion. My closer look video, which I had already at that time, he probably just didn't see it yet, is when I actually do a little research and try to show you how to use her. And in the closer look video, I show what you have to do to maintain her high damage, those vulnerabilities, vulnerable ability stacks. And I showed how her damage ramps up. Chlurum, what's up, man? Hope I got that one right this time. Chlurum. I'm just saying it like a shroom, shroom. Like I'm revving my car engine up. Let's see. Frojo was the reason I took my 4-star rogue to rank 5. Yep. I have to say I kind of fell for the tier thing too. Oh, a lot of people do. Took Ghost up to rank 4 without synergies or enough practice. Yeah. Now see, here's the funny thing, Lawrence. Don't blame Seaton. If you ask Seaton, he will break it down and tell you that he'll warn you and say she has a high skill cap. You need to practice with her. He'll break it down. See, I feel like a lot of new players are more fortunate. Oh, they are. They are busy. Definitely. Frojo took his 6-star rank. Now see, Veritas, he took his 6-star rank to rank 2. And I remember I was in the stream when he was asking. I told him don't do it. I'm not a fan. But he's doing great things with him. That wasn't the point. But also remember what I just said. Frojo didn't have a lot of good champions. And Red Hulk was actually one of the first really good champions he got as a 6-star especially. So fair enough. It might slow him down ranking some other champions up, but if he doesn't have any other champions he really wants to rank up, then there's nothing wrong with that. Let's see, I like Ronin. He's smooth to play. Fits the way I play. I don't understand why he's not even talked about more. The man Moses, the reason is that he is a master of all. A jack of all trades, master of none. I did a video on him, and he's fun. But let me ask you this. Thinking of all the utility he provides, what situation would you want to use him over someone else? Or over anyone else? Others. In other words, what utility does he have that you would choose him over someone else that has that same utility that does it very well? And I just really couldn't think of any. I have other champions that do what he does better than he does it. Hope I said that about right. Oh boy. All right, hold on. Worth a rank 3 or not? Wait, Muhammad, what? Let me pause for a second. All right, King Groot. That's who you're asking about. Let's see. Okay, so Muhammad, I'm gonna pause right here so I can catch up to the chat a little bit. I've already gotten my 5 stars down, so that was my biggest goal. Because I'm an arena grinder, as you can tell, I believe that all champions are worth a rank 3 for arena grinding purposes. Doesn't matter how good they are, what they could fit. I don't plan to use King Groot anywhere outside of arena, but I will take him to rank 3. The only reason I might not now is because this is what happens. I just went and got King Groot, right? I might want to take him to rank 3 so that he finishes fights a little faster, does him more damage, at the higher ranking, so that he's not slowing me down in arena. but then I pull Void. Well, now you know I'm going to rank up Void over King Groot. So Void is going to rank 3 as soon as I can get him to rank 3. And then I might have someone else that I want to take up to rank 3 because I use them in a synergy team all the time, and I'd rather them not be rank 2 when I'm using rank 4 and 5s along with them in Arena. So that's kind of my thinking, how I do it. So yeah, if you're planning on using him for defense or anything, then you need to rank him all the way up. I think all 5 stars are worth rank 3. Yeah, what I was just saying. I wish they would just put some 4-star gates to 100% Act 6, but to totally ban them, yeah, I didn't like it. Still don't like it. My 5-star roster is painful. I feel like crying every time I see it. Muhammad, like the man Moses said, it'll get better. Muhammad, oh yeah. Ooh, I did it right. Ha, yeah. Okay. I think I got it. Every time I see your name, I try to practice saying your name. But what's up, man? Mine wasn't any better, but now I'm taking all my 5 stars to rank 3. Yep. Makes Arena easier. That's exactly why I want to do it. Oh, man. Chat is going so crazy. Just call me crazy. Yeah, his Red Hulk is duped. I have a 5-star Red Hulk, and my Red Hulk is rank 4. He is definitely good. Ronin is very good. He can help against Thing because he shuts down Thing's abilities better than any other champ. Does he? Because I can tell you this much. Rather than Ronin, I would take Gwenpool. I would take Blade against Thing over Ronin. See, with champs like that, jack of all trades are good for early accounts that aren't diverse. Right, exactly, Anthony. Early on, awesome. But once you have other options, you have ones that are better. You know, like you heard me say, I got Blade. Why would I be using Ronin against Thing if I have Blade, if I have Gwenpool, Nick Fury? There's a lot of champions that rock his world. Quake, if you're good with Quake, you know. Chu thought she would be a good champ for AW, low on good champs at the time of rank up. Yep, fair enough. DBO, Canal, K9, what's up? This new player luck is sometimes ridiculous. My secondary account has something like 24 stars, but most of them are awesome. Oh, they do it on purpose. I can't even say otherwise. It's got to be on purpose. King Groot is highly underrated, definitely by me. Having regen, being able to stack Furies when they go on cooldown, bleed immune, and essentially able to shrug off any debuff while having the Fury stack. Oh yeah, I know. I might start using King Groot in some videos. Me personally, I think his ability to stack bleeds are very useful, especially from what I've seen. I've heard about some nodes where you only do bleed damage. Nick Fury, Gwenpool, nasty bleeders as well. Also has a nasty poison effect via his special 2. Yep. You saw me use it earlier. Smells like old people in here. Yep. Someone open up a window. Nope, too many flies. And that's an old movie, by the way. What's up, KT? Called 1776. For you guys that don't know, KT1 has his own channel. Check him out. Click on those dots next to his name. He's a young blood. He still has the reflexes to do some awesome things. Unlike us old folk. We gotta hobble on after him and be like, you know what? I remember when. But what's up, KT? Ooh. Whoa. What in the world? How did it just go fast like that? King Groot permanent armor breaks is nice. It's really nice, Samwise, when you have willpower. Purposely get it and heal up for the rest of the fight. Okay, good. All that's not to me. Ronin does better than Gwenpool and Blade. I've tried it. You don't have to worry about any of his abilities. Okay. I will take your word for it because I don't use Ronin. I don't have him as a 5-star. Maybe I'll check it out. Also, nobody was talking. Oh, you. Probably nope. All right, still answering them. Patience is the key, and I'm being so patient to get tons. Yeah, this is a marathon, not a sprint. See, maybe, but I want to chill with my girlfriend. Oh, yeah. That's what's up, man. You got to give the girlfriend time. All right, let's get back to the grind. Oh, you should have told me that from the beginning. Stay away from my channel. Nope. Everybody, go on over there. Don't listen to him. Hit like a backflip. Woo! If I want to kill myself. Actually, I was never able. I was actually on the varsity gymnastics team. And the only time I was able to do, a forward or a backwards handspring into a, wait. Ooh. See? Not paying attention. He almost took me out. Hold on. Okay. We would do like a cartwheel into a, back handspring or something like that. I could never do that off of the, without the belt. Well, this was just in high school, KT1, when I actually could still move around like that. Could still do a bridge with a nice high arc. Come on, girl. Get away from me. That's right. Okay. But yeah, I could never do it. Just could not do it. You know what else I couldn't do? And everybody laughed at me about it, and I ain't care. You know how they'll have you do that trust exercise where you just have to fall backwards into the arms of your, friends, family, whatever? I can't do it. I actually cannot do that. We tried for like a day. Couldn't do it. I don't trust people. They were like, come on, man, do it. Every time I tried, I would twist at the end. Every time. Yeah, King Groot is awesome for Variant 2. Very good for Variant 2. Wasn't there a global that actually catered to him? To Groot, King Groot, and poisoners, basically? But actually catered to him in particular. I think that was Variant 2. Thanks to the majority of your... Whoops. Didn't mean to click that. The majority of y'all YouTubers helped me get back into the game and just doing things legit in the aspect of not getting my refunds. Even if getting trolled, lesson learned. Yep, fair enough. As long as you learned it. Lord Shadow, trust no one. Pretty much. Hold up. Wait, here we go. That's the crackheads in your neighborhood getting to you? Absolutely. I don't ever make no bones about it. I grew up in an environment that did not promote trust. I was taught not to trust. Trusting was dangerous. I used to watch kids getting in trouble, and I'm just like, you know what? They needed to live where I live, because all of us were taught early on, if you had somebody come near that neighborhood that you didn't know, everybody was on that person. You did not come on my block, a stranger. All those little TV shows, Stranger Danger, teach them, you don't talk to strangers and all that stuff. No. We were not about to do that. Everybody was watching that stranger. If they did not live on that neighborhood and nobody knew who they were. Yeah, trust was actually a liability. In fact, I was taught not to even trust my own family in certain matters Because some stuff, your own family can mess you up, if y'all know what I mean. So yeah, trusting people, not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. So yeah, I have no qualms about telling you that, yeah, I don't. There is a level of trust that you have to do just to function, but no. You can't completely distrust anybody. You know, like if you're driving, you got to trust that the people over on the other side are not going to jump over into your lane, right? You got to have some measure of trust, but guess what? I'm still watching them. That's better, Lord Shadow. Woohoo! Yeah, buddy. You can tell that I like to get people's names right. I did it in college. I did it in high school. Anybody that had like a difficult name, I had to do it. I wanted to call them by their name. Don't give me a nickname or a shortened form. I'm not gonna call you Q. You know, like Q, but is that your name? Nope, not your name. So what's your name? If I could hear you say it, I would have been much better. You know, but we got it. Eventually, I may forget now. Yeah, I can't promise that. So yeah, King Groot has a global node on one of the quests in Variant 2. All right, cool. He is the Lord of the Shadows, and the Lord of Shadows trusts no one. You got that right. Not another human. I know they're not trustworthy. I can't be trusted explicitly. I don't want nobody to trust me explicitly. There's some things you can trust me with, sure. But no, you do not give anybody 100% of your trust. No, sir. Don't do it. Trust God. That's the only person you trust. Colin, what's up, man? Yeah, you hear that? Yeah. Trust for me is hard earned. Yeah, like I said, a level of trust, but not explicit or implicit trust. Not me. I could trust somebody. Like, for example, you got somebody that you've been giving your money to give to the bank. You'll trust them with your money, right? You obviously are doing it. So you have a certain level of trust that allows you to function. But guess what? I also know that that person at any time is capable of pocketing that money, losing that money, or doing anything else with that money other than what I want. Now, they may never do it. That's good. But the potential is there. And since the potential I know is there, I'm not going to trust them 100%. But I'll trust them enough to do something for me. And yeah, trust for me, you gotta earn it. Depending on what it is, you gotta earn it even a little bit. Trust is overrated. Logic and probability is what I live with. Okay. What's up, Lord Shadow? Not sure that's trust. Exactly. See, you hear what I say early when I say I don't trust nobody. And then you hear me explain because I know other people use it in different ways and different terminologies. Kind of like friends. I used to not call certain people friends because I had friends, I had acquaintances, I had family. But then people were like, well, no, you have close friends. I'm like, yeah, that's what I call friends. I was like, and then you have, you know, friends that are a little bit distant. I was like, yeah, that's what I call acquaintances. You know, I was like, my friends, if I'm sick for a long period of time, my friends know. So, you know, it just depends on how you call it. And I'm trying to cater to people that I know use the terminology a little bit differently. But yeah, that's not trust, because I don't trust people. So I'm not human. Yeah. Logic and all that, they'll get you a little bit, but just remember, just because you're logical doesn't mean you're infallible. So even logic, because I'm a very logical person, I'm still wrong, still mistaken. I can still make wrong decisions, even though they are very logical. And other logical people will go, hey, that makes sense. Well, yeah, it does, because I came at it logically. And if you're a logical thinker, then you're going to resonate, even if you don't agree with my logic. You guys watch Star Trek? Remember Spock? He was my favorite because I related to him more than anybody else. And he was all about logic, but he wasn't always correct. His logic didn't always work out the way he wanted. And he would always go, oh, there must be a flaw in my logic, you know? Or somebody else will come up with logic and he'd be like, well, your logic is flawed. Yeah, it can be. It can still be logical and flawed. So yeah, I don't trust anybody, and I also don't trust myself and my thinking. Even though I'm very logical, as you just heard, I don't even trust my own logic all the time. So I'm definitely not gonna trust y'all. Oh man. All right, hold on. So trust me to get you medicated on these clouds. Hey, there you go, Reaper Dragon. 209, what's up, man? You still trust me? Don't trust me? Or are you saying that are you saying that you still trust and directing it at me? Or are you saying that you still trust me? You didn't have a comma there, so I'm not sure. Trust God and trust yourself. That's everyone you need to trust. DBO, you shouldn't even trust yourself. Trust gets you killed. It does. It sure does. I came here for some reader talk, but you got a sermon. Amen, brother. Sometimes I get there. Sorry, Colin. Sometimes I do that. Those of you, forgive me. I don't want to turn it into that. But I can't help it because it's part of who I am. So it's going to come out every once in a while. Latvia? Wait. Latvia? How do you say that? Isn't that where KT is from? Home of gymnastics, logic, mistrust, knockoff, tracksuits. There you go. I like it. Just give me those battle chips and we're all good. Nope. They mine. I tell people I trust them about as far as I can throw them. I'm a buck 75 soaking wet. That ain't far. There you go. Worst place for anyone is in your head. Absolutely. Say hi, man. I'm complimenting. I know. But I also know how, because I'll tell people this all the time. You know, not everybody is comfortable with that. And I want people to always be comfortable in my streams. Not everybody's a Christian. Some people have different religions. So I usually don't promote any religious talk or anything like that. But at the same time, I am a Christian. I do have the Christian worldview. And so when you ask me advice, if we're talking about other things, you're going to hear it. Can't help it. Don't apologize for that myself. But I also don't want to preach to you guys, although I do have a habit of doing so. But anyway, back to MCOC or something else. On a lighter topic. But I will tell you this, I'm open to anyone wanting to discuss such things offline, like on my Discord chat. If you wanted to chat, you had some advice that you wanted me to give, questions or something like that, I'm always open for that sort of thing. Oh man, I was trying to hit him into his block, and did you see what he just did, what Mordo just did to me? He had his block up. Okay, you can tell that because he had the shield blocking, right? I hit into his block and I got a parry, which meant in the minute that I did that, he unblocked and blocked to parry me just that fast. Not cool. Not cool at all. Oh. Quit hitting me like that. Okay. Okay, yeah, that is where he's from. I thought so. So I have 3 paths left in variant 3. Variant 3 was fun because I had Ghost and Starkey and Sentinel. I rocked that thing. I could have done it even in less revives than I did. I think I used 3 revives, 100%. Fully explored it on 3 or 4 revives. A lot of fun, man. Ghost killed it. See, man, perfect example of not trusting no one, Jesus and Judas. That's all I gotta say. Well, here's something busy. Here's something interesting, and I won't go on about it. But you will not find anywhere in the Bible where God tells you to trust people. Everywhere in the Bible, it always tells you to trust God only. And even Jesus did not trust himself to other people because he knew it was in their hearts. Even his own disciples, right? So, yeah. So good news is you're never taught, if you're a Christian and you believe in the Bible doesn't tell you to trust anybody, only God. So that's why I have no qualms when I say, nope, don't trust nobody. Let's see, text your Discord name here. We can talk sometime. It's on my, there's a link in all of my descriptions to my Discord server. Let me see. Wait, there we go. Momo's there. I wasn't sure if Momo was there. There's my Discord. Kind of love talking about these things. Oh yeah, I'm always open for it. If I'm not immediately responsive, I'm not ignoring you. I'm trying to use Discord more often. But how I have it set up is it will send me a message on my desktop and then it goes away. So if I'm sitting here like I am right now streaming on my computer, I will see it. But if I'm not here, if I stepped away or if I'm laying down watching TV, a message will come, it'll go away, and I'm not there to see it. And so if I don't actually check, I won't even know I have a message. And that's how I actually set it up, because I was getting flooded with a whole bunch of other crap. So I just need to make it a habit to check periodically, or turn it on and then see if I still get spam like I was doing before. Because I have too many things. I have Line Messenger that I use for my family, friends, and Alliance. So Discord is where I use for the subs and the channel and chatting with, pretty much everybody else. You're always here. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me... wait, CJ is back. And he's finished eating. All right. Kabam AI is too smart and fast now. I know, you saw it. Because I just wanted to hit him once, and then I was going to fire off my special, because he was going to die even if he took all that block damage. And I didn't even get that. I hit once. Boom. Parry. I'm like, really? He's like, no. That's why I don't mind having technical difficulties every once in a while. See, I've been running Ghost, Hood, Wasp, Sentinel, and Heimdall. I want a 5-star Heimdall. Bad. Helped me out a lot. See, what do you think I should be doing after... Oh, hold on. Chat flipped up on me. Come on. Woohoo! Yeah, eat all this. Good night, sweet prince. What do you think I should be doing after 100% uncollected? 5.3, 4 variants, Road to the Labyrinth. What, I'm trying to remember. Did you just say, who was it? Because I'll read the messages. Okay, that was Colin that said that. Variant 3 would be great for you if you have Ghost and Sentinel and you're good with playing them. I would say hit up Variant 3. Now, how I did it, I did Act 5 first. Getting Cavalier, because it sounds like, well, you may be Cavalier already, right? If you're not Cavalier, I think you should try to get to be Cavalier first. Road to the Labyrinth is nice. It's a little dated these days. But doing Act 5 100% will allow you to rank some folks up. Have you done a path in Labyrinth of Legends yet? So, you know, there's a lot of things that you could do. One of the paths that I took was I did Act 5 100%. Then I did, well, I did Labyrinth of Legends, but you could do one path of Labyrinth of Legends. Then jump into Variant 3. Do that one. Work your way backwards to 2 and then 1, because 1 is the hardest. So, you know. Are you going to spend on crystals for Doom and Reed next month? I won't spend money, but I'll spend units. You see my units up there, right? So I will spend some units. You see my battle chips. I'll spend units. This is how I get them. Grind in this arena. Okay, hold on. Gotta get Mr. Big Forehead. All right, yep, Momo always here. Did I ever get hooked in playing Angry Birds? Nope, I didn't. Yep, you're in? All right, cool. I know the Scarlet Witch is not going to get 5-star, but man, I hope Wolverine does. Oh, I love Wolverine. But, yeah, we'll see. You can mute chats that are in. Yeah, I think I keep the notification for PMs open so you get them. I think that's what I did. But the thing is, I'll get the notification for the PM on the computer. But if I'm not here, basically, what I would have to do is to turn on so that they actually use the Windows notification. So I have some indication when I sit down that I actually have notifications that someone has sent something. That's what I need. Otherwise, I have to check. Like I used to get a notification when people join the server, things like that, but they all come, they pop up, and then they go away, which is how I liked it. You have it on your phone. Now, I do have it on my iPad, but I'm not going to turn that on. You'd be seeing them popping up right here. So you know I turned that off. I shut all of that down. See, going to gamble big for Doom. Mustache, what's up, man? Yeah, I hope he's good. We'll see. I hope they do a good job on him. Really, I do. What's up, Lloyd Shadow? Did you know that the time it takes to say micro fortnight, it has been roughly 1 micro fortnight? It is about 1 second long. Okay. No, I did not know that. No, I'm not Cavalier. I meant just 100% the monthly quest. Haven't started 5.3 or 4. Yeah, well, I would work on getting Cavalier. It really does help out. That is the next big milestone that I would do. Just getting Cavalier. Not 100% 5, just Cavalier. And then you can try a path in Labyrinth of Legends. The first easy path, check easy path on my channel. You might be able to do that one pretty easily. I don't know your, fighting skills or anything like that. But variant 3 was it's easily the easiest of all the variants. And if you have Ghost and Sentinel, you're gonna rock. But they're not the only ones. It's just that they rocked for that chapter because it's a tech, pro tech chapter. So when you have those good techs like that, you're gonna kill it. But yeah, I would focus on getting Cavalier first. Maniac, what's up? Yo, yo. Or if you have Warlock. Yeah, see, I don't have Warlock. I want Warlock. I tried for Warlock 20 times. I went for his crystal, and then he was in the crystal with somebody else, I think Black Widow, Clairvoyant. And so I went for that crystal a few times, hoping to get one of them. I did get a featured. I got Sunspot. Unfortunately, he's not very suicide friendly, but he's good. I like him. He's fun. But I just don't have a whole lot of use for him right now. Whoops. Not you. You. Man, I'm so happy I got that Void, man. Woo-hoo-hoo. Now I gotta get him awakened. So okay, thanks. I'll focus on getting Cavalier then. Yep. That's what I would recommend. It definitely helps out. Upgrades your crystals. You'll get more resources. So you'll be able to progress a little bit faster. See, when I saw your crystal vid, I thought you got Warlock because of the title. No, I would love it. But the key, Anthony, in the title was I finally got him. So when I said finally, it was a champ that I had been trying to get for a long time. Warlock is still new. I only tried for him a few times. But Void, I've been wanting to get Void for a while. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been, oh man, has it been a year? Might have been over a year. Oh man. But yeah, now I adjusted the graphic. I didn't realize something. In the crystal video, you'll notice that I have my most wanted champions up. And out of those wanted champions, they weren't in the crystal. I don't go for featured crystals. These are the first times I'm doing this. And I think this was the first time I actually looked at the crystal. I didn't realize before I did that video that not all the champions are in the crystal. I thought that featured crystal had an increased chance for one of the featured champions, but that you had all champions available to you. I didn't know. So my most wanted champions, none of them were in there except Void. That was the only most wanted that was in that crystal. Everybody else in the featured crystal was either a featured champion, but they didn't make my most wanted list. Oh, okay, you thought it was finally for him because of the calves. Gotcha. Well, I'm gonna keep on opening those if I have the sigil. But I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing that. I could use money from YouTube, but right now I really need to focus on getting a solution because I was afraid that my computer had finally bit the ghost today. So I need to get another computer in here, and I'm going to build me a Raspberry Pi solution that will help me at least stream, and I might also be able to edit videos as well on it. It runs a Unix-like operating system, which I'm familiar with. I grew up on Unix systems, not Windows. There was no Windows. So we'll see. Yep, there I go talking about Pi. That's right. Just fought a guy in arena with a 565 Hawkeye. Don't sleep on Hawkeye. I love me some Hawkeye. About how many sets of dungeons do we have left? If anyone knows, I don't know. Ooh, what did you retract? I missed it. So yeah, they changed that when they switched the featured crystal. Oh, okay. The old style was increased chance for featured. All right, so I wasn't crazy. Well, not for that reason anyway, because that's how I always thought. And so when I was doing the video and I popped open the, info to see the crystal, and I was reading off, as I was reading it, because by then it was too late because I was recording it live, I'm just like, oh man. I mean, I could have stopped the recording, then redid my graphics and everything, but I'm reading it going, wait a minute, I don't see any of the others. This is a limited set. Okay. So the next time I open a featured, I may have to create a different graphic, but if I do that, it's something that I'm going to have to constantly keep up with. You know, I'll have to have my most wanted from the featured graphic. And since that's always changing, I'd have to just keep updating it so that it's always the most wanted for that. So I can do it. All right, you see how I just evaded Dormammu and got the degen? That's because I'm so used to evading with Starkey, and I do that with everybody. And when you do that with Dormammu, they change the MD, but that's how you get that degen on you very easily, unless you have other buffs expiring. But that's a good way to get it on you. Yeah, buddy. Get him, Hulk. So I told you about the Stark Spider-Man I got earlier. Should I start ranking him up now or save my goal in ISO for next month when I get my first 6-star? That really depends on how much you like him. He's going to help you out a lot in a lot of content. I'll tell you that. All right. I'm not going to go through all of my 440s because I'm not trying to put up a high score right now. And I'm going to need to run out of here and go to the emissions place and see if we can't pass our emissions now. So I need to get going. But I'm going to get to like 18 million. Nice little number there. And who knows, when I get back, I might start on the other arenas because it's getting about that time. Or I could just wait until I'm at 30 million and then mess with the other arenas. All right, there we go. I haven't got much gold or ISO at the moment. Yeah. So you have to be really careful in your rank ups. So if you like Starkey and he's going to help you out a lot, then don't wait. Because he is a good champion, but if you use him well and you enjoy him. If not, then you can wait until you have a champion that's going to help you out, that you actually like, that fits your playstyle. Ooh, power locked. Ooh, but he got me. But no power for you. Blaze Crystal was the last feature of that style. Oh, yeah, that's right. And I went for that one too. 7 times, I believe. And never got him. See, that's why I'm uncertain on what to do. Sorry for all the questions. No. Ask away, man. That's what I'm here for. I like them questions. Ooh. That's right. You guys see that? I almost forgot. My 6 stars are starting to come off cooldown now. Okay, that one's 40 minutes. Okay. 10 minutes. They go uneven depending on how many people hit that help. But I have to remember, so around 4 o'clock, I need to remember to hit up my 6 stars. I know, right, Big Blue? Let's see, never mind. I have 0 tier 1 alphas as I rank 4 my 5-star blade recently. Well, see, there you go. All right, guys. And that's going to do it. Like I said, I got to run out of here and see about this car. Hopefully the emissions will pass this time. And if not, we got other problems. If it does, and hopefully while I'm out, I can remember to run my 6 stars and I won't forget. And then it'll be like 7 o'clock tonight and I remember them. Maybe I need to set an alarm. What time is it now? It's 3:30 Eastern. All right, take care. Is anybody streaming right now that we can raid? We can give a quick raid while I get ready and see if my sister is up and awake and ready to go. Nope, just me. All right. In that case, everybody, thank you all for hanging out with me. Most appreciated. This is like my therapy. And y'all think I'm kidding, but I'm not. I enjoy talking with you guys. It's enjoyable and it helps me stay grounded and focused. And it's how I socialize these days. Because I don't socialize with a lot of folks outside of my house because most of them are married. And single people and married people don't usually hang out. And most of my friends have moved away. They're in other states. So I need this. Anyway, take care. Yeah, I do need Shane G. I do need to set the alarm. Tom Higgins, what's up? You came in at the end. Thank you. Thank you. I really want that void and love that void. But take care, everyone. And now I got to remember to keep the stream going a little bit longer after I say this so it doesn't cut me off. And you all have a blessed day.